Ben got a little shook. I think he's going to be all right. He got a little woozy, so we couldn't put him back in there.
Yeah.
Of course, LeBlanc came in and punted the ball key time real well for us.
That was good. This is the first time y'all won 2 games in the playoffs since '86. Is that correct? You told me that. I think
since '86, right? '86 we went to the quarterfinals in '86. And now wait, '88. No, '88 we lost in region.
Yeah,
Niagara Central. Okay, lost in this ball game. '88.
Your team, maybe doesn't look as fluid. Doesn't look as fluid as maybe EA last week, or even in New Iberia. But you did just such a good job of taking advantage of the other guys' mistakes.
Well, we kind of herky-jerky in our running. When you watch us run, Jeff is going to be shaking, take it back inside, and Gerald's a lot that way. He's going to take it inside and go outside and give you a little swivel hip, and that their talent helps us with that kind of stuff. And then the counters, their linebackers was trying to key Jeff a good bit, and Tucson got some good yards inside.
Got that to us.
Yeah. And they were moving on the first move, and we were hoping we could take advantage of it with the counter move off of it, the counter plays.
And you made those key passes when you had to do that.
Right. We came back. That was a really big play. That bootleg pass for a touchdown. A really big pass for us. How you doing? All right. Good. Good to see you. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'll be talking down here going in on the first touchdown of the half, wasn't it? The first touchdown we give to him, and he goes in and scores, I believe, from about, 10 out? 10 yards out.
Yeah, about
10.
10.
Big pass play.
In the first half. Joseph had you.
Yeah, he just had a heck of a game that first half. Our turnovers gave him great field position, and he just took advantage of it. He got us out of our containment, and even when we contained him one time, remember just before the half, we had him contained, and he kept circling around and got out of there and made the first down.
Did his effectiveness sort of startle the defense there in the first half?
We knew we had to stop him. I felt like that was the key to stopping him. And
he wasn't playing out of his mind, in your opinion.
What really startled us, it didn't startle us, but I guess a little problem was these quick hitch passes. Quick hitch passes. He turned that ball loose, and and I thought that first drive he put those together real pretty, and we knew he could do that, but we just wanted to be patient because you feel like if you come up and take him on too hard, he's got the arm to burn you deep, Yeah. And so we just tried to. Coach McGrew did a good job. He wanted to stay with what he had going and not get too overwhelmed by completing some,
Contain.
And hope we could stay back and sooner or later start dropping one or two, get a little more pressure. I think that was the secret to saying, hey, we got more pressure. Our ends started containing, reading the option better, and contained him inside. And I think that was got good play out of our interior, especially Paul Gautreaux and Quincy Hall. Quincy Hall made a big hit down here. I tell you, another big play for us was Mike Kimbrell on a big first down play down here on the pass.
Grab that pass from Gerald.
Yeah, he's big hits for us in that third quarter. When we came back, they were going this way, and they came out with the lead option. He read it right away. I mean, he came up stuck him for a loss.
Do you know the extent of his injury, Coach?
No, I don't know. I don't right now. I think he's he has a little problem with concussions. I hope it's not anything serious.
Oh, we do too.
He's got that air helmet on. And he hadn't had problems since he's been wearing air helmets. So I hadn't had a real chance to get to check him real good.
And he made a couple extra points.
He sure did. Yeah. That's
specifically. How was the defense in the option? What was the adjustment there? I mean,
all we did was we got a little over anxious, and Berninger was playing pretty good back to his side. Got a little over anxious. They were running twin set out here. They're driving both our defensive men off. Tim was over aggressive inside. He just took it off down inside. And one time he thought the quarterback was going to take it up in the quarterback counter. He goes inside. There's nobody there. The option on our corner, and the other back is driven off, and there it is. He scored. He just goes about 4 steps down inside. He's got to sit there and be patient. And when he started doing that, that's what made the big play. He made the big play over here on the option in front of him, and they phoned the ball. Remember, we got the ball in that last touchdown. Got to set us up for the last. I believe that's just prior to doing that.
Well, you have Coach Thomas being interviewed by some of the regional media. We'll try to get him over here and get a few personal comments from him in just a few minutes. Let's see if we can get Coach Joe Moock over here right now and get a few comments from him, from our offensive coordinator. Yeah, it's one of the men of the hour right here. Coach, I eavesdropped on you. I don't want to tell you that because you'll kick me out next week, but I eavesdropped on you at halftime. I was impressed. I said that upstairs tonight. I'm going to tell you to your face. You were stern, you were firm, you had some positive things to say to the people to get them ready to come out here in the second half. Y'all did a tremendous job preparing those people. You've had a lot of ball games under your belt. This has got to be one of the biggest ones.
Oh, it's the best comeback we've ever had, I think. I can't remember being down 14 points in the playoff game and come back winning.
I don't either. And a good competitor you were against out there tonight. New Iberia had a superb offensive team and a decent defensive team, but that young man that they had playing quarterback, he kind of kept us busy all night, didn't he?
Well, Coach Broussard made some adjustments at halftime, contained him. We started playing soft on the ends. We were coming hard in the beginning of the ball game, and he was breaking containment. We softened our end play up and contained him and shut him down in the second half.
Okay, Sid, come on just a minute. Tell us, I know you're the offensive coordinator, but did you get a report on Ben? How's he doing?
I don't know. After Coach Brad
concussion, they said maybe.
Coach Brewer told me a while ago that he had a concussion, took a pretty good little lick, and they wanted to get him checked out tonight. So we'll probably take him as soon as he gets dressed and go get him checked out.
Well, if he's a GoTro, we know his head's hard. He'll be all right.
He got a hard head. Coach, I can't say enough for what you did preparing those people to put some points on the board coming in here with a 14-point deficit in the second half of play. Y'all put 21, your people, the offensive people, put 21 points on the board. We're going to give credit to the defense when we talk to the defensive coordinator, but your people had to put the points on the board to win the contest. Y'all did a superb job of doing something.
Well, we gave the ball to Jeff Muckey, we gave the ball to Gerald Soule, and we said go. And those kids are good football players, and they make coaches look good.
There was different performance on the interior offensive line in the second half for getting some holds over those people to run too.
Well, we just started attacking the left side. We were beating them physically at the linebacker spot, and we changed a few little blocking schemes, and things fell in place, and we made something happen.
Coach Joe Moock, our offensive coordinator. Natchitoches is losing 34-0. They said Ruston. That'll bring Ruston here.
That means we play at home next week.
And Ruston to come here.
Ruston to come here.
Well, I want to tell you that we're proud of you, and I said nothing about you in the press box that I won't say to your face. Now, I don't think Sid can say that, because when you had your hat off one time, he made some derogatory remarks.
I think I referred to you as Joe Moonlight Moock.
We're going to come back with you just a minute. Coach Joe Moock, our offensive coordinator. We'll get back with you with Coach Thomas just a minute. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, now.
Folks, we got a guest here tonight, former Baker Buffalo. In my estimation, was an All-American, Mr. Scott Dietrich, the finest quarterback, one of them that ever come out of Baker, Louisiana. And look, went to McNeese and broke all kind of records up there. We're proud of you, Scotty. You played in some exciting games in your career. You ever seen any more exciting than tonight?
No, and I don't think I've ever played in one as exciting as this. It was really enjoyable to come back and watch this.
But
Scott, we're glad you're here with us.
Well, thank you.
Really,
thank you.
These young men glad you're here, and they know you're here, too.
Thank you. I enjoy watching it.
Good, appreciate you. Here we go, the man of the hour, folks, the head Buffalo, the #1 Buffalo coach. You've coached football more years than I've been alive on this side. You realize, I hate to tell the people that, but that's a true story. But have you ever seen anything more exciting than you've seen tonight as far as what the performance those Buffaloes pulled out for you guys?
Well, let me just back up on a couple of things you said. Okay, we did it. I mean, those kids, they did it, and we direct them, but they really had the heart to come back, and I give our team credit as a whole. I mean, they all played hard. We had some good hits by our defense that really turned the ball back to us, and that's what started. We made up our minds, said, look, we got to, yours talking, we got to go get the ball back and go down the field and stick in the end zone, and we're back in the ball game. And I think they decided to do that, and they did it. But I'm just slightly older than you and Sid.
Yeah,
just slightly older.
Look, I'm going to tell you what, it's got to be the premier game for you as the head mentor here at Baker. I know you've had some exciting ones, but this has got to be a highlight of your career as the head coach so far.
It ranks up there real high. We've had good success, but we last couple times out, got beat the first time in the playoffs, and we started talking to our squad before the Denham Springs game, because we felt like we kind of tailed off last year, and that game hurt us. And I think the same thing happened to them this year. And we just knew that two good teams were going to meet. It's going to be the district championship. But I said, look, we got tomorrow. We're going to go in the playoffs. So I expect to win. But if we don't, we're looking for the playoffs, because we want to really get with it.
Well, Coach, I know that one word I think that sticks out in my mind when I look at those young men and what they've done the last 2 weeks is character. They've got some character, and they showed it here tonight and last Friday night. Coming from behind by 14 points when they were being totally dominated by a New Iberia team, to just shut them down and control the whole second half. I know you're very proud of that effort.
tell you, we've had real good leadership. I saw it in the spring. We had great leadership, and I've said this several times this year. The leadership, especially our senior leadership, and our war leaders have done a great job. They call on them, remind them things that we might remind them of, but they remind them before we ever get to it. And they stay after them about not only on the field, about places they should be, places they ought to be doing, things they ought to be doing, like being at pep rallies and doing their share in their part. They remind them, look, you got to be there. You be there. Don't be late.
Well, Coach, that's one thing Greg and I have talked about year after year. We've been doing this now for Baker High School for about 8 years now. But one thing, the man that you took over from when he retired, and you yourself, you know, these young men are being taught character on and off the field, whether they're at Baker High School, away from Baker High School. And I can tell you as a parent, and this man too as a parent that had boys playing here with you, that means a lot to us, because that's what they got to carry through life. The football, unfortunately, for most of them won't be what they're carrying through, but the lessons you've taught them, your coaching staff has taught them here, is what's going to make young men and fine citizens out of them in the future.
You know, we know we've seen a good football team here tonight, but what we've seen in the second half, a lot of these young men will end this season up and go out into life. And we've seen that they'll go out into life prepared with character, and that they're going to run across some situations that they're going to feel down. And we know now that they'll contest life, and they'll be there to stick. And that's what they're leaving here with. That's what my son's left here with that I'm proud of under you guys. Y'all taught them that. It's not always just winning the contest, but did you quit? These guys could have folded the 10 up and went home early tonight, but they didn't quit. They hung. That comes from you guys, and we appreciate it.
It goes all the way back, Coach Stewart, for many years, and we just try to continue the program that we've had here together for many years, and we appreciate your support.
Well, we appreciate all y'all's efforts, Coach. You boys.
We want to get a little permission to talk to some of you boys.
You got it.
Okay, appreciate you. We're going to move over and talk to some of the Buffaloes. Okay, folks, here behind me are the 1990 Battling Buffaloes that you've seen in this contest tonight. This is the guys that has the character that you've seen come from a 14-point deficit against the New Iberia Yellow Jackets tonight to pull out a tremendous second half victory over the Yellow Jackets by a score of 28-21. You guys know what you're doing next week. You're hosting Ruston right here at Baker High School. Y'all going to wind up well.